Hello, and welcome to a new video from Beautiful Countries. This week you will get to know fun facts about Mexico. So if you want to know these little known tidbits, be sure to watch till the end. Before discussing these facts, let's get into some information about the beautiful country of Mexico. When you think of Mexican culture, what characteristics stand out to you the most? Where other than in Mexico could you find mariachis, tequila, tacos, gorgeous beaches and cacti? These are all correct connotations, yet Mexico's natural and cultural richness extends far beyond these. Most people either associate Mexico with relaxing vacations on the beach or with violent drug cartels. However, most people are woefully ignorant when it comes to Mexico, its history, and its people. Their view is founded on generalizations and negative coverage. They are, therefore, reluctant to travel to Mexico, despite the fact that few are familiar with the country's most prominent export. These interesting and unexpected facts about Mexico will shed light on the side of the country that you were probably not aware of before. Mexico's real name is not Mexico. The official title of the country is the United Mexican States, Estados Unidos Mexicanos. United Mexican State is made up of 31 states and a federal district, Distrito Federal. In the same way that the United States of America has its own laws, regulations, and police force, each state in the country has its own. Your phone will almost always be considered to be roaming while you are in a state other than the one in which you normally reside. The capital of Mexico wasn't Mexico City until 2016. The majority of people have, for the longest time, held the misconception that Mexico City always was the name of the capital of Mexico. The city that served as the country's official capital was officially known as Distrito Federal, or DF for short. The name of the city was officially changed to CDMX in the year 2016. Ciudad de Mexico, Spanish for Mexico City. It is possible to become confused due to the fact that the metropolitan region of Mexico City has located within DF, as well as sections of the state of Mexico. However, only people who really live in DF may legitimately claim that they are residents of the capital. Mexican burritos are only eaten in the north. The universal appeal of Mexican cuisine led the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, to recognize it as an inalienable component of the culinary history of humanity not long ago. Nevertheless, what people outside of Mexico commonly refer to as Mexican food is actually Tex-Mex the vast majority of the time. For instance, no one in Mexico genuinely consumes burritos prepared in the way of chipotle or stuffed with rice. Not only that, but the vast majority of traditional Mexican cuisine is neither very spicy nor particularly hot. Rather, it is somewhat sour because of the abundance of limes used, in Spanish, simply called lemons. Mexican Spanish isn't like any other Spanish. The Spanish spoken in Mexico is distinctive. For instance, the word torta in Mexico does not refer to the cake, but rather to a sandwich. Also, soap is not soup, but a so-called Mexican pizza. Of course, it's not an actual pizza, but it is comparable to the concept of a pizza: dough, sauce, and toppings. Soap is a traditional dish from Mexico. U.S. citizens are the largest immigration group in Mexico. It is good knowledge that Mexican nationals account for the greatest share of the population in the United States that was born in another country. On the other hand, citizens of the United States make up the most numerous segment of Mexico's immigrant population. According to the Mexican census completed in 2015, there are 739,000 citizens of the United States living in Mexico. Yes, this does indicate that there are a greater number of Americans moving to Mexico than there are Mexicans moving to the United States. It's funny, in a way. Mexico has 34 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. There are 34 World Heritage Sites in Mexico that have been designated by UNESCO. Guanajuato, Mexico City, and Puebla's historic districts, along with scores of ancient ruins and the agave fields of tequila, are just a few of the many places on the list. You shouldn't throw toilet paper in the toilet. Despite its location in North America rather than Central America, Mexico is not unlike to other Central American countries in this regard. Put used toilet paper in a trash can, not in the toilet. It's no surprise that many Latin Americans living abroad struggle to get used to the concept of flushing toilet paper. Mexico has women-only subway trains, buses, and taxis. Contrary to popular belief, women in Mexico do not face the widespread violence against which they are often portrayed. Several modes of public transportation in Mexico City have designated areas just for women, including buses and the subway. This may not seem like much of a privilege to some, but consider the situation in some other countries, where women using public transportation are routinely subjected to sexual assault, and no one takes action to stop it. In addition, Mexican men are known for their caballeroso qualities, which include being the first to open the door for a woman, picking her up for a date or meeting, and footing the bill for the evening. Interestingly, a 2013 study conducted in Mexico City found that many women actually preferred to utilize the general portion of the metro rather than the women-only one. This is due to the fact that men are more likely to offer them a seat than other women. First printing press in North America is in Mexico City. In 1539, the house of the first printing press in the Americas, Casa de la Primera Imprenta de América, in Mexico City operated the first printing press in the Americas, earlier than it was ever used in America. Mexico has the oldest university in North America. Since Mexico is considered Latin American, its location is often misunderstood as South or Central America. But like the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean, Mexico is geographically located in North America. The oldest university in the Americas, then, is in Mexico. UNAM, or the National Autonomous University of Mexico, was established in 1551 by King Charles V of Spain, a full 85 years before Harvard was established. So that's the end of today's video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Do you have more interesting facts about Mexico? Do let us know in the comments. Also tell us which country you want to learn next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for weekly updates. Thanks for watching and see you next time.